And if you've got basketball on the brain, then we've got an opportunity for you to do something good for Mississippi, too. Joining us is Stacey Cain with the Mississippi Food Network, and they have launched their Dunk on Hunger campaign, and they want you to pick your team and help with that. So welcome, Stacey.
Hi.
Well, this is a good time to have this campaign as they gear up for the SEC tournament, and both of our schools have made it. So give us a little background. How did y'all come up with this idea of Dunk on Hunger for the Mississippi Food Network?
So this is actually the first time that we have done something like this during basketball season. When it became apparent, our direct mail company, RKD, came to us and they were like, hey, both teams look like they're going to the tournament. What if we do a competition because we know both fan bases are so passionate about their teams? And so we said we love it because we know one thing for sure, that Ole Miss and State love beating each other, and it doesn't matter how they do it, but they can do it for a really good cause this way.
Absolutely. So how does it work? How can you dunk on hunger and help your team win and also fight hunger at the same time in Mississippi?
So anyone who's interested can go to our Facebook page, which is MS Food Net, and there are two posts, one for Mississippi State fans and one for Ole Miss fans. They can click on the link, and it adds to the total of that team. So I can say we are officially in this, and Mississippi State right now has the lead, and they have raised $200, which for us is 1,200 meals. So every single dollar a fan donates will be 6 meals for Mississippians. So really, Mississippians are the ones who are going to win.
Absolutely. And you guys are dunking out hunger every day there at the Mississippi Food Network. Stacey, if this happens to be the first time someone's heard the name or maybe heard it but not fully aware of what all you guys do on a daily basis, y'all don't just pit Ole Miss and Mississippi State against each other on a daily basis. What are you guys up to in the state?
So we do not. We serve 56 central counties, and what we do is make sure that if you just need a little help, you know, you're working, and we know grocery prices are so expensive that our agencies, there's roughly 430. You can go there and you can get help, and you don't have to make that hard decision between, do I put a meal on the table or do I put gas in my car? So basketball right now is on everybody's mind, but we're feeding people 365 days a year. And this is just one way that we get to bring that awareness that hunger does not stop. And we can make a difference every single day for Mississippians.
And when people hear, Stacey, if I give $1, then I get to give 6 meals, they're like, where is that? Because I would really like that for my family. But it doesn't work that way. But that's when you are contributing to somewhere like Mississippi Food Network. You guys have a buying power that's special compared to what we could do in our local grocery stores. Explain how you're able to turn $1 into 6 meals.
So we buy by truckloads. And so we're not walking into grocery stores and filling up carts. We're ordering an 18-wheeler load of non-perishables or fresh produce, meat, and because of the way we do it, and our team, we're so diligent in making sure that we're feeding people that 95 cents of every dollar goes back into that. So $1 is 6 meals, and I don't know how many people, you know, look at it. I say that's something to brag about because it does make a difference. $1 makes a difference for a Mississippian.
Right, and right now you can use that opportunity, $5, $10, $15, even a $20, whatever you would spend, you know, on your lunch meal or your dinner meal with your family, and multiply that by 6, and you can feel good about that. But then also having the little fun with the competition between the two basketball teams. So how long, Stacey, will you guys run this Dunk on Hunger campaign there at the Mississippi Food Network?
So we're going to run the competition part through Sunday. We're going to announce the fan base that wins that part after the selection Sunday. But the links will be open. So I say, let's do it for the whole NCAA tournament. The longer, the better. As long as these two teams are playing, and even after. we can dunk on hunger. It doesn't have to be a week. It can be any time during the year. We can do that.
And to thinking into the summer, I know it's right around the corner, Stacey. We were just talking about volunteering for the Miss Mississippi pageant, but it made me think that this is a high time that you guys get a lot of volunteer groups and people interested in coming to the Food Network and rolling up their sleeves and helping in sort of that way. If folks are interested or have the right group to do that, what does that look like there for you guys?
So for us, that's right now Monday through Friday. And we do volunteers Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4 or 8 to 11 on a Friday. And then the second Saturday, we have April 12th, and I believe it is May 10th. And we take a little break for summer, but we'll have volunteers. You can sign up at msfoodnetvolunteers.org. You can bring yourself, or you can bring a group, and we're packing backpack meal kits. We're packing food boxes for seniors. And it can be an hour, it can be 2 hours, but you leave and you know that if you pack 25 bags, that's 25 kids. If you pack 5 boxes, that's 5 seniors that are going to have food because you decided to volunteer.
I think it's also a good way, Stacey, to see behind the scenes and kind of get a better idea of how the Food Network works. I mean, for some folks, this is a real foreign concept because you guys are buying, truckloads of food and then dispersing it out into these agencies because the Food Network itself isn't necessarily a food bank. You don't hand out food necessarily to individuals, but you're able to help in a larger way with the way that you have things set up. And I think once people come and they sort of see what's going on there and the good work and what's being done, it's easier to support for sure. So I know folks like those opportunities to come and see what you guys are up to. If someone's on the other side of the fence, though, Stacey, and maybe they're the ones who are struggling in terms of putting food on the table, is there an easy way to find one of those 400 food banks in their area? Or maybe they know someone in their life that could use a little hand up. How do we find those food banks for our friends and family?
So what you can do, or what anyone can do, is go to our website, which is msfoodnet.org. And on the home page, you scroll down a little, there's a Get Help, or there's a Get Help button at the top. And you can put in your zip code, a family member's zip code, a friend's zip code, and hit enter, and it will pull up a list of the agencies close to their home so that they're not having to drive 15 or 20 miles to go get food. It's going to show them the closest ones to them, and it has operating hours. It's going to have a phone number that they can call and ask questions if they have questions. But our website's the best way to get that information.
Good deal. And it's the best way, too, to go ahead and pick whether you're going to support State or Ole Miss in the Dunk on Your Hunger. If you're just tuning in, Mississippi State is edging out Ole Miss in this, at least in this basketball fight. They'll have to do the other on the court. Not sure if they'll see each other on the court. If that time comes, it will definitely be some excitement. But it's also exciting, too, just to see the fans get behind this in a way to support their team, but also Mississippi. You mentioned this is going through Sunday, but maybe further on. And do they just go to your regular website, Stacey, and that will pop up, or is there a special link? You mentioned Facebook. I just want to send people to the right direction.
Go to Facebook, and there are 2 posts. They just went live at 2:20, and share them. Even if you feel like you can't donate right now, you can make a difference by hitting the share button, because you never know who will see it.
All right.
And it'll be on Facebook and social media all week.
Well, we'll make sure that we put that in the Good Things Facebook group also, if folks want to just go there to be able to quickly find it and then be able to share it from that point or donate. If you're a Ole Miss fan, it's time to step up because Mississippi State's beating you on this one. I like this, Stacey. Y'all going to have a lot of fun with this. So kudos to what you guys are doing on a daily basis, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All righty, there you go. I don't know if Mississippi State and Ole Miss will actually see each other on the court, but this is a fun way to get behind Mississippi and your team and do something good. Again, that is Dunk on Hunger. Pick your team. You can do that going by the Go into Facebook, searching Mississippi Food Network, or just head on over to the Good Things Facebook group. Give me a second, but I'll get it shared in there real shortly. Stick with us, though. We got more for you up next.